North Carolina's earliest days were wild and untamed, covered in dense forests and winding rivers. The first people, known as Paleo-Indians, arrived around 8000 BC, living as hunters and gatherers. They tracked giant animals like mammoths, using sharp stone spear points. As the climate changed, people adapted, hunting deer and fishing in rivers. Sites like the Hardaway site reveal layers of history through stone artifacts. The story of North Carolina begins with these early people, resilient, inventive, and deeply connected to the land. Their legacy still shapes the state today. For centuries, tribes like the Cherokee, Tuscarora, and Catawba shaped North Carolina. They farmed corn, beans, and squash, the Three Sisters, building strong, permanent villages. Community life centered on plazas for ceremonies, dances, and meetings. Many tribes traced family through the mother, giving women respect and power. Spiritual beliefs connected them deeply to nature. Their legacy endures in North Carolina's culture, place names, and living heritage. In the 1500s, European explorers arrived on North Carolina's shores, forever changing the land and its people. Giovanni da Verrazzano, sailing for France in 1524, was the first known European to explore the coast. Spanish explorer Hernando de Soto followed, seeking gold and meeting the Cherokee. The English soon arrived, led by Sir Walter Raleigh, sending settlers to Roanoke Island in 1584. When John White returned, he found the colony deserted, with only Croatoan carved into a post. The fate of the lost colony remains one of America's greatest mysteries. Encounters brought both cooperation and conflict, marking the beginning of a new era in North Carolina's history. After the lost colony, permanent settlement in North Carolina grew slowly. Settlers from Virginia moved into the Albemarle region in the 1650s, seeking land and freedom. In 1663, King Charles II granted the land to 8 lords proprietors, naming it Carolina. The colony attracted people from many backgrounds, earning a reputation for independence. By 1712, North and South Carolina became separate colonies. In 1729, North Carolina became a royal colony. Towns like Bath, New Bern, and Wilmington grew as farming and trade flourished. Discontent with British rule led to protests like the Regulator movement in the 1760s. The spirit of independence grew stronger, and in 1775, some in Mecklenburg County declared independence from Britain. North Carolina played a key role in the American Revolution, sending soldiers and fighting important battles. After victory, North Carolina became the 12th state in 1789. The Revolution brought new freedoms and challenges. The state's independent spirit helped shape the new nation. North Carolina's journey as a state had truly begun. In the 1800s, North Carolina's economy relied on farming and plantations with enslaved African Americans providing much of the labor. The issue of slavery divided the nation, and by 1861, North Carolina reluctantly joined the Confederacy. The state sent more soldiers to the Confederate Army than any other Southern state. The Civil War brought hardship. Battles, loss, and suffering touched every community. Wilmington's port became vital for the Confederacy, while blockade runners risked everything to bring in supplies. The Battle of Bentonville in 1865 was North Carolina's largest, just before the war ended. After the war, nearly 350,000 African Americans were freed, and the state faced the challenges of Reconstruction. New laws aimed to protect rights, but resistance was strong. By the late 1870s, old leaders regained power and passed laws that restricted African American rights. The struggle for equality would continue for generations. The Civil War and its aftermath left deep scars, but also set the stage for change. North Carolina's story is one of resilience through hardship. The fight for justice and equality was far from over. The 20th century transformed North Carolina from a rural state to an industrial powerhouse. Tobacco, textiles, and furniture industries created jobs and fueled economic growth. Cities like Winston-Salem, High Point, and Charlotte thrived as factories and mills expanded. Improved roads and a focus on education helped modernize the state. Yet segregation and discrimination persisted, enforced by Jim Crow laws. African Americans faced barriers but organized and fought for civil rights. In 1960, 4 black students in Greensboro sparked a national movement with a sit-in at a whites-only lunch counter. The Civil Rights Movement brought landmark changes, including the Civil Rights Act and Voting Rights Act. These laws ended legal segregation and protected voting rights. North Carolina's society became more just and inclusive, though the struggle was long. New industries like technology and banking began to rise. The state's economy diversified, moving beyond its agricultural roots. North Carolina's people adapted, innovated, and pushed for progress. The 20th century was a time of challenge and transformation. The state emerged stronger, more connected, and ready for the future. The lessons of this era continue to shape North Carolina today. Change became a defining part of the state's identity. Today, North Carolina is a vibrant blend of history and innovation. The state's economy is diverse, with banking, technology, and medical research leading the way. Charlotte is a major banking center, while the Research Triangle Park drives scientific and technological progress. Top universities fuel discovery and attract talent from around the world. North Carolina's landscapes are as varied as its people, from the Blue Ridge Mountains to the Outer Banks. The state draws newcomers with its opportunities and natural beauty. Tourism thrives as visitors explore mountains, cities, and beaches. North Carolina honors its past while looking boldly to the future. The journey from ancient forests to modern cities is ongoing. The state's story is one of resilience, creativity, and hope. From the first people to today's innovators, North Carolina continues to grow and change. Its history is alive in every community, every tradition, and every new idea. The next chapter is being written every day.